Hey, what's going on, guys? Christopher Martorina here with Exterior Blog / Exterior Web Design, and today I want to talk a little bit about search engine optimization and basically how to drive more traffic to your website or blog, whatever. Nowadays, it's not that easy as it used to be. With the rate of the internet growing rapidly like it is. A lot of competing websites out there, a lot of keywords used up already. It's really hard to get out there, especially with these big corporations, throwing their money around to get better rankings on Google and keeping peasants like us, making it hard for us to really, succeed online. But there is an out. There is a way around this. Unfortunately, it's the harder way, and the way that's gonna have you doing a lot more work and taking more time. But eventually, the couple of steps that I do give you in this video will help you get your web design. Get your your website where it should be as far as search engine rankings and traffic, and which is a major factor as for blogs and stuff like that. So basically, one of the main things that we got to think about when we're dealing with search engine optimization is making sure that our website or blog is optimized for search engines. Because a lot of people they get their websites made by web designers or by themselves, and they don't have too much experience, and they don't fully optimize their website for the search engines, to pick up your content. So that's the main thing right there, because if you have a website that can't be found by Google, it's useless. It's so first thing I want to talk about is you got to follow the guidelines that Google permits for all websites to be factored into their search results. And they're not like crazy demands or anything like that. They just want to make sure that what your website is about, the content is clear, from the beginning. They want to know what your website is about, what you're talking about, what's going on. You know what I mean? If they can't see what you're offering, you won't get found. They won't even index your website. So basically, for total beginners to web design, there's such thing as meta tags, which basically what that is it's code that goes HTML code that goes into the heading section of your project. And what it does is it tells Google or any other search engines that what your site's about. You know what I mean? So you got your meta tags, meta descriptions. That's just to give a description, a brief description of what your website is, the content, what you have to offer. For example, let's say your website, like mine, like my website is about web design, my blog. So obviously in my description, I'm going to say, web design tools, web design tips, search engine optimization, content marketing, digital marketing, any keywords or descriptions that have to do directly with your website. That's what you use the description for. To let Google know what your website is about. Also, your description tag is going to be what users will see in the little paragraph under your link, in Google, where it'll ask you whether, it'll tell you what the website's about. So what you put in that description is important, because that's what's going to draw people into your link or not. A lot of people that go on Google, it's ironic, because what happens is, just because they see your page coming up first, they automatically click on it because they think it's the best link. And in some cases that is the truth, but in a lot of cases it's not the truth, because a lot of companies or a lot of businesses, even blogs, in general, people got money, it doesn't matter how they got it or where they got it. If they have it, they use it, to be successful. And if you pay Google, because Google is a business, they will skyrocket your post no matter what. And that's just the way that is. So in order to get around this, you really have to put the work in to make sure your website's properly indexed and so Google can read it. So I'm not gonna go into like tutorials or nothing like that here. I just wanted to like brief like description of like what you got to do. So meta descriptions, make sure your meta tags are good, perfect. Your meta description, your meta keywords, you got to make sure that you pick a targeted keyword. And going into keywords, before meta descriptions, before anything, before you even build a website, you should have a keyword in mind. You should do keyword management and research before you even start the project, because you got to pick a good keyword. You got to pick, and like what I mean by keyword or key phrase, because nowadays keywords, like one word, really doesn't exist, because there's not one word in the dictionary that there's a million websites don't rank for today. So you got to be really diligent and thorough in picking a key phrase. There's something called long-tailed keywords, key phrases, and that's basically like a key sentence. You know what I mean? Like instead of like saying like your keyword's gonna be web design, it would be like web design for schools, districts, or web design for small businesses in Ocean County. Like it's a more detailed keyword that's gonna break down the search results more, and that's basically what we need to do in terms of keywords. What I do, you can go on the internet and you can Google whatever you want, as far as keywords, and you're gonna get a lot of different tutorials and stuff like that. Now my method's pretty basic. When you're dealing with picking a keyword, the Google search bar is your best friend, without a shadow of a doubt. So you go to the Google search bar, you start typing. Obviously you're gonna have something in mind. So whatever you're thinking of already, you just start typing that in. You know what I mean? And then you hit the search, search, and then you want to see what comes up as far as results. And for basically any common key phrase, you're gonna get about anywhere from 2 to like 10 million results. And this is not even an exaggeration. If you type in like web design right now into your search bar, you're probably going to get about 7 million results, 2 to 7 million results. And that is a lot of websites and blogs to compete with. Basically, if you pick a keyword like this, your chances of getting found are like a needle in a haystack. You know what I mean? Like, unless you're putting out viral content and you're getting clicks from everywhere on the web, like drastically, you're just not going to get found. You're going to get buried under paid websites, people that have been doing this for a long time. Their content's new, their content's fresh, they've been on Google for a long time, they're established. These websites are going to come first. So we're talking about pages and pages and pages and pages. So what you want to do is you want to keep breaking down your keyword and just keep like sampling different words. Like for instance, like if I wanted to do a keyword on search engine optimization, SEO tips that drive traffic to your site. So I put that in the Google bar, get about 2 million results. So then I say, okay, necessary SEO tips that will drive traffic to your website. Type that in, still getting a couple million results. So then I put in absolutely necessary SEO tips that will drive traffic to your site. Now we're down to like less than 1 million, but we're still in like the 500, 600, 700 range. So now instead of putting like drive, we're gonna put in absolutely necessary SEO tips that will accelerate traffic to your website. You know what I mean? Basically what you want to do is you want to take the keywords that you're using in the long-tailed phrase and you want to substitute it with a synonym that it means the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And then you can easily go on thesaurus.com and stuff like that to get like synonyms to the keywords that you're using to see what other options you have. There's a lot of options online for you to do keyword management, but like this is what I do. This is my method, and I think it works good. And it's easy, it's free. You just go right to the Google search bar. So you type that in, and then once we do, absolutely necessary SEO tips that will accelerate traffic to your website. Now we're looking at like about 50,000 results. Now that is a number that you can rank for. Honestly, I'm telling you the truth. You have to keep. This is my method, my opinion. Not everything that I say isn't always correct, but like I'm pretty thorough in what I do, and what I do works, and I'm driven and I'm motivated. So if I'm doing something and I see it's not working, I'm gonna keep trying different angles and different ways to do it. So keep typing it in until you get something that's still relevant to what you're talking about with less results. That is the main goal. I mean, it's not rocket science. That's the main goal. So once you get around 50,000, I mean, that's my number, 50,000. Some people will tell you less, more. 50,000 results, that is a number that you can absolutely rank for. And even though you're not using like the most common keywords for that topic, you're still going to have a much better outcome and results with doing my method, other than trying to use a common keyword like web design or whatever and try ranking in those areas. I mean, you're going to keep clicking next on pages for days and you probably still won't see your website. I mean, this is what we're dealing with in terms of search results nowadays. So like I said, hit the Google search bar. Keep hitting it, keep trying, keep rearranging words, changing words up, use your synonyms, use your thesaurus, and once you hit around 50,000 results, that's your keyword. That's your keyword. That's what you want to use for your targeted keyword. And if you do that, then I bet you that you'll rank for that. You know what I mean? You want to find uncharted waters. That's basically what you want to do. You want to find areas on the web, on Google, that hasn't been just totally dominated, because I mean, mostly everything's been dominated. I mean, obviously there's so many different variations of words and different ways to say things that, you can still find stuff that isn't dominated by other websites and blogs and huge corporations. And that's how you'll be better successful online, especially dealing with keywords. So search engine optimization that's what it is. I mean, there's a lot of different angles to it. That's basically the main thing is to utilize the search engines to your advantage. Try to get found on Google, Yahoo, Bing, and take it from there. I don't want to sit here and do like a half an hour video, so I'm just gonna move on. Also, there's another tool that you can use for free for SEO, search engine optimization, and that is Google Keyword Planner. It's basically an add-on to AdWords, which is, if you don't know what that is, that's a service that Google offers to boost your page. You know what I'm saying? So what happens is, like, if somebody types in the keywords that you're trying to rank for, they're gonna put your website on the top, but you're paying them for that. That's a paid service. It's used, but honestly, you get much better results with organic search engine optimization, and you put a lot of work in. It takes more time, but once you get there, you can stay there as long as you keep up with new content and stuff like that. So basically, what Keyword Planner does is it's basically doing the same thing that I just talked about, just using the Google search bar, but in a more organized format. You know what I mean? Like, they let you put more in. It's organized. They give you they give you examples or suggestions on what you could use. You know what I mean? But basically what it is it goes hand in hand with AdWords. So if you don't want to pay anything, using the keyword planner is just going to try to push you to use their service. That's why I try to stick to my routine with the Google search bar. But like I said, I'm not getting super into this. Like, I just want to touch on the surface. I wrote an article on my blog, www.exteriorblog, XT, not EX, .exteriorwebdesign.com. That will, I just wrote an article that's pretty thorough for search engine optimization, keyword management, stuff like that. Basically, drive traffic to your website. You can do it. It's possible. If you follow these suggestions that I'm telling you, it will happen. It will happen. It's not that, like I said, it's not rocket science. Also, we have tools. As a website designer, as a website owner, as a blogger, we have tools, and one of our tools is social media. Social media is a major marketing tool. I mean, I'm talking about huge. I mean, Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus, LinkedIn, Tumblr, Triber, there's a lot. There's a lot. But what I want to get into is a lot of people think that social media marketing is just dealing with like the big web, the big social media companies. But that's not the case, man. There is a lot of social media out there. There's a lot of little websites that get a lot of traffic and a lot of dedicated viewers. If you just stick to Facebook and Twitter, yeah, you're going to get traffic through them, but you are not utilizing 100% of social media. You need to get out there. You need to find out all the social media platforms that you can use to really get your posts out, get your blog out there, get your website out there. I mean, Triber.com, that is a huge blogging tool. If you have a blog and you want your blog to get found, they have a major database. They have a major user base there. You can really utilize it. Also, Tumblr.com, another smaller social media, but they're growing, they're big. I mean, we're talking about millions of users, followers. You can post on there and you get traffic from there. StumbleUpon is a great website for getting traffic to your blog. I mean, really, really excellent. I mean, I started using it and I've been getting traffic from them every single day. I mean, at least 10, 15, 20, 30 people a day. And, all it takes is for you to really do the research that you need, and stop just dealing with Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn and stuff like that. Trying to think of the other social media. Reddit. Reddit is a huge social media network. They take your post, and it's not like as fancy as Facebook. It's not as visual component. It's basically just like text. You know what I mean? Like you post your links, but there's a lot of users. There's a lot of people that go on there, and you will get traffic from that. So, I'm gonna post a full list of the social media networks that I think are absolutely crucial to your website success as far as traffic. And I suggest that you start utilizing this, man. Start utilizing this. Don't think big. Think big. Don't think just Facebook, Twitter. Think big. I mean, there's so much going on out there. The web is a big place, people. Utilize your tools. Do your research. Find out where to post. Find out what's going on. I believe that with the right drive, with the right motivation, you can turn any website, any blog into $1 million a year revenue. I mean, it's I'm not making that much. I wish I was making that much. But I believe that over time, with what I'm doing, as long as I keep following my own advice, I will reach my goal. You know what I'm saying? I'm dedicated to it. I know it can be done, and I believe that I can do it. So that is like the main thing. Like the main thing, just like anything else in life, is you're gonna get what you put in. So if you put in 10%, you're gonna get back 10%. If you put in 100%, you're gonna get back 100%. So if you want to put the work in and the dedication, the time and effort to really be successful online, it's possible. It's totally possible. It can be done. How do you think all these other blogs started off? The same way. And now they're huge. They're making a lot of money. They're successful. They're influencers in their niche, just like you could be. So listen, like I said, I don't want to make this like a super long video, but just want to talk a little about search engine optimization, keyword management, stuff like that. And I'm going to post another video in a couple of days. Stay tuned, maybe tomorrow, and it's going to be like a part 2 to this. So stay tuned, guys. Check out my blog, exterior web design. exteriorblog.com. Oh my god, scratch all that. exteriorblog.exteriorwebdesign.com. Check out my blog, check out my articles, Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter. If you like this video, share it. Leave comments. I'll get back to you guys as soon as I can, which is probably going to be right away because I'm not doing anything right now. So, yeah, I'm here. I'm waiting for people to interact with me. I like what I talk about. I like to interact with other people. So if you have any questions or, just any anything, even suggestions or typos, whatever you feel like writing, feel free. Go ahead and do it. And have a great day. Hopefully, you guys will tune back in next time. Thanks, guys.